This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
Hello, I'm Christine Stanwood with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. A 37-year-old woman is dead after a truck hit her on her motorcycle Saturday night in Santan Valley. The Pinal County Sheriff's Office says they got to Gary Road and Empire Boulevard and found a truck turned into Sarah Farmer Herrera on her motorcycle, and she was killed. The driver of the truck was arrested but released. They are awaiting blood results from a DUI test. 4 people, including a teen, shot at a large gathering in central Phoenix. Police were called near 19th Avenue and Indian School Road earlier this morning, where they say they found 3 men and a teenager had been shot. All 4 were taken to the hospital with injuries, but are expected to survive. Neighbors in the area waking up to the chaos.
I came out front and I saw people laying in the street. Looked like somebody might be dead. I don't know. And lots of people standing around, people screaming, people crying.
Police do believe an argument led to gunfire. No suspect information has been released just yet. The shooting does remain under investigation. Today, the city of Phoenix kicking off their Impact Transit and Community Conference. This 4-day event focusing on advancing specific tools and approaches to building more sustainable transit-oriented communities. Transit professionals, city planners, and elected officials will be there. They will discuss real-world solutions and innovative approaches to the challenges that face cities and regions of all sizes. Hundreds of dollars will soon go into the pockets of nearly 750,000 Arizona families. It's happening months after Governor Katie Hobbs signed to the 2024 fiscal year state budget. Our Eleni Dow has what you need to know with how much you'd get when and when.
If you received a letter just like this from the Arizona Department of Revenue, know that it's not a scam. Now, the agency said as part of Governor Hobbs' bipartisan budget, some Arizona families will be getting a max of $750 by at least November 15th. For some families, every dollar counts. $750 can be a tremendous boost.
This is a big push for a lot of people out there. $750 can make a change, a real change in people's lives.
Earlier this year, as part of the governor's bipartisan budget that was approved by the legislature, money was allocated for the Arizona Families Tax Rebate Program.
She's created a specialized rebate for families that were full-time Arizona residents for the year of 2021 and who had dependents and took the Arizona Dependent Care Credit, who are eligible now to receive this rebate.
There are some qualifications. You have to have filed an Arizona full-year resident personal income tax return for the 2021 tax year, claimed at least one dependent on that tax year, and paid at least $1 of income tax on the 2021 returns.
When you get money like this, people often wonder, am I going to have to pay it back at some point?
So the state of Arizona has categorically said for Arizona taxes, this is not taxable. You will not have to repay it. Okay. Now, the federal level, of course, hasn't replied because this has just come out. So the state of Arizona has reached out to the IRS for guidance on this to see whether or not it will be taxable on your federal tax returns, but we don't have an answer for that yet.
The Arizona Department of Revenue said the money will be directly deposited into your account the way you filed your tax returns in 2022 or 2021. If the Department of Revenue doesn't have that info or it changed, you may get a paper check in the mail. There is a link online that will tell you if you're eligible and for how much. You can find that on ABC15.com. I'm Eleni Dow, ABC15 Arizona.
With your most accurate forecast, I'm meteorologist Ashley DiMartino. We are going to stay dry, sunny, and warm as we head into the start of a new week. And we are going to have our temperatures, even in our overnights, warm up a few degrees. 63 is where we should start tomorrow. By that lunch hour, we'll be at 87. We are expected to be at 93 again, which would be 1 degree shy of the daily record. So we'll be keeping track of that. We'll stick with 90s as we head into our early evening, and then temperatures finally dropping into the 70s, probably around about 10 o'clock at night. Around the state tomorrow, we're going to see 87 for Bullhead City. We'll have 75 for Prescott, 84 for Globe, 80 for Winslow, and 65 for Flagstaff. Your 7-day forecast, it is a slow cool down, but that cooler air is going to come in. We'll be in the upper 80s on your Tuesday with that sunshine. Drop to the low 80s and back to our seasonal average by Wednesday. Going below normal for a couple of days on your Thursday and Friday, and then we warm back up next weekend as we stay nice and dry.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.